Hey guys, I have missed you dearly, so freaking much, but I'm back and I'm better than ever. Today, I just wanted to talk about how to live a soft life. I know a lot of people talk about this. I know that this has been a topic that a lot of people have been focusing on recently, and so I just kind of wanted to break it down in my eyes. I'm just going to go over a few things on how to live that soft life that you want to live. I know previously on my channel I've definitely talked about femininity. For me, femininity and soft life are similar. They're not the same thing, but I feel like soft life is more of something that I see for myself that I like and that I want to ensure that you guys have in yours. So I'm coming to you today, no makeup on. So I got my definitions from Urban Dictionary and from just Google in general. So first I'm going to talk about Black women luxury. This has been like a hashtag movement, especially on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all the nines. So I'm gonna just define it. I have my laptop here and I'm gonna just read the definition of it, okay? Black women in luxury focuses on the beauty, elegance, high class, glamorousness, and luxuriousness of Black women. This was created to highlight Black women in love, joy, wealth, leisure, opulence, and abundance. So it's pretty much an upscale Black woman. That's what Black girls in luxury is. And this does go kind of hand in hand with soft life, but the difference between Black women in luxury and soft life, let me define it. Okay, the term soft life it means living for comfort, living with ease, low stress, and that's kind of what makes like soft life content so inspiring, is because it gives you a chance to imagine what life can feel like apart from the realities of working and the realities of just life in general. So how do I live a softer life? So the first thing that I would say to live a softer life is to build your emotional intelligence. So when I say building your emotional intelligence, I mean absolute bare minimum, no stress is what I'm talking about. When I'm talking, because stress raises your cortisol, which can lead to fatigue, weight gain, and headaches, and we don't want that. We don't want to be stressed, because then that makes you worry and it leads to a whole lot of other issues. And living a soft life is more of that ease and that comfort. And so you don't want to be stressed out to the point where you're like, girl, I gotta quit. We know how it feels about a job, okay? But to avoid stress, you have to build your emotional intelligence. And everything in our existence is mental. So our solution, like, how do you respond to those major disappointments, or how do you respond to those major happenings in your life? Like, how is your response? Like, does it stress you out? Does it make you say like, oh my God, I can't do this, I don't know what I'm gonna, like, calm down. It's okay. If you allow negative situations to overcome your life, then that's all you're going to see, and that's all you're going to experience is negative situations, stress, pressure, all of those things. So learn to manage your emotional intelligence through breath work, meditation, and positive affirmations. Okay, so I'm going to read a couple of positive affirmations that I do have, and I actually got this from my booked planner. I will be talking about my booked planner very, very soon. I'm actually going to make a video on it. It's amazing. I'm obsessed with it. It helps me in my soft life and kind of figuring everything out. And I also discuss another planner that I also use because I am a list girl and a planning, scheduling type of bitch. So for affirmations, I am loved by God. I believe in my abilities and express myself with ease. I operate from a place of unconditional gratitude. I am surrounded by loving, supportive people who believe in me and want me to succeed. Hello. I am my first priority. I am the first example of how others should treat me. So those are just a few positive affirmations that you can say. If you need to rewind and reverse this video so you can hear them and say them to yourself in the mirror, that is also very helpful. And also another tip is to always keep something that you enjoy like on hand. So like that girl dream, if chocolate calms you down, girl, go buy a Hershey's cookies and cream bar from the store and just have that with you. Or if music relaxes you, listen to your favorite song, jam a little bit, because that will allow those stress levels to decrease. And all those, I forgot what they're called, but those things that are released when you're like enjoying yourself, I think they're endorphins. Let those things release so that you're not as stressed out. Like, that helps so much, period. So my next tip is to establish boundaries to make consistently better decisions. So if we go out every single weekend, why are you going out every single weekend? I mean, don't mind me. You can go out every single weekend, but if you are spending all this money on drinks and if you are doing all this stuff consistently, like, you just have to stop making, and it's a mistake, stop making them over and over again. Like, I'm not gonna drink again. I mean, you could drink, sis, but don't say you ain't never gonna get that drunk again in your life, because it probably won't happen. But, you know, stop making those mistakes over and over again. And sometimes the answer to people, like, you have to set those boundaries, and sometimes that answer for others is no. Family, friends, all those loved ones that feel like they can push you into certain situations, those ones that pressure you, those ones that want to, you know, you gotta set boundaries for those people, because sometimes the answer is no, and we need to say no to them, free of headache, free of burnouts, and we just need to ensure those boundaries are in place so that you are good. Like, all we care about is us right now. Like, we're just trying to be the best versions of ourselves. And how can we do that? Through establishing those boundaries, through building up your emotional intelligence. And also, for the third tip is to live intentionally within your means. So, girl, I'm not trying to walk around out here pretending like I am partying with the Joneses or like I am making this certain amount of money. No. Like, I have my specific things that I wanted and that I will buy, or things that I want and that I will buy. And, you know, for me, it's just being intentional with your money and like how you're spending it. Like, yeah, no, I'm never going to say, don't go get that bag. That's actually a tip that I'm going to talk about soon. I'm never going to say, don't go get that bag. I mean, that's up to you if you want to go get that bag or not. But, cut those expenses any way that you can. And like, that's where budgeting comes in handy. I'll also be talking a little bit more about like finances on this channel as well, and like finances and femininity, finances and soft life, more finances and femininity. But, you know, take a look at your budget, kind of see, okay, I'm spending all this money on subscriptions. Because I spend a lot of money on subscriptions. My whole life is subscriptions. Netflix, Hulu, Zeus even, okay? I love my little Baddies West, Baddies auditions, all that baddie stuff, okay? That's really why I have Zeus. I don't watch Jocelyn's Cabaret. I might get into it eventually, but I haven't. Um, but yes, no, so Zeus. What else do I have? Paramount Plus, Disney Plus. Like, I have every single streaming service that you probably can think of. I think I have every single one. And so my guilty pleasure is my subscriptions. Because I can watch what I want when I want to watch them. But yes, look at your budget, see what things you can cut out. I don't necessarily have to have all of those streaming services. Like, do I have Stars? See, nah. You have to think smart, and plan smart, which is going into my next tip. I am looking at a notebook, if you guys don't know, and I've written down a lot of stuff. But when I say spend that money sometimes, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's another tip. Spend that money sometimes. You don't have to always be frugal. You don't always have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't always have to not be, you don't always have to be on. Can we be off sometimes? So, like, for me, go buy you that bag. Go get those subscriptions. Go buy that drink. Like, go to dinner, run a checkup. Like, now, I'm not telling you to do that every day. I'm not telling you to do that all the time. That's giving black girl luxury, honey. That's not giving soft life. What I'm saying is, money always does come back. So don't stress about it. Like, don't stress about your money so much. That's why money is the leading causes of divorces. Because y'all motherfuckers be stressed about some money, okay? So, don't stress. Sometimes, yes, I do want to go and get some Haagen-Dazs iced matcha ice cream. They got that. And it's really, really good. Sometimes I do want to go get that. Sometimes I want to go to the bar and buy a big drink, a big margarita. Sometimes I want to go out with my girls and let's drink up and run up a check. Sometimes I do want to do that, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to explain yourself at all to anybody. It's your money. It's your finances. It's what you want. So no, you don't have to explain yourself to people. So sometimes you can spend that money, honey. You ain't gotta explain yourself, girl. You don't. Okay, next is to ask for help. So, like, for me, I've asked for help, and I had to learn this because I'm very hard-headed. And so I learned that just sometimes being extremely independent is just ratchet and ghetto. Don't want to do that all the time. Like, allow yourself to be the person that people want to save. Like, what is it? The damsel in distress. Allow yourself to be just, I don't feel like doing that, you know? I can carry this television in, but if I have a man sitting in there watching something or doing something in the kitchen and he not really doing much, you can come get this TV out of the car. Like, sometimes you don't have to do everything, and some females don't understand the concept of sometimes you just let the dude do it. Like, that's how I feel. Like, if somebody wants to send me some money, I'll be like, I appreciate it, but you don't have to. But thank you. Sometimes you gotta take the help. But sometimes it's all really about sharing your resources. I've learned that seriously. Like, even though I have this addiction of subscriptions, like, me and my mans, like, we share subscriptions and we share stuff like that. So, like, maybe he pays for the Stars and maybe I pay for Paramount Plus or something like that, if I'm talking about on a subscription basis. Like, sometimes, you know, even with your friends, like, what is it? Apple Music is like $10 per person, but if you get on a group and family plan, it's $15 a month. So each of your girls can pay however much, and y'all can split the bill. Play smart, not hard. What are you doing? Stop. You don't have to do that. It's called living a life of ease and comfort, and you do not have to stress yourself out over them bills, honey. And that means take your time, create a loose schedule or a routine. Like, I've tried to create routines for myself, like, oh, I have a morning routine, oh, I have a night routine. I'm trash at that. I keep writing stuff down like, oh, first you're gonna wash your face, then you're gonna put on the Curology crap, then you're gonna go ahead and get in the shower and lather up with something. Girl, sometimes you need a loose schedule. Like, I plan to the T all the time. Like, I got like 10 planners. I plan to the T, but I do know a loose schedule when I see one. And me having a routine, like a morning routine and a night routine, like, I have a loose morning routine and a loose night routine. Like, I know what I'm supposed to do, but I don't follow that crap every night. So I like to set daily focuses and like things I want to focus on every day, daily focus. So I like to create lots of lists and like calendars and stuff like that, just to say, you know, today my goal is to have this done. And on Sunday nights, I just fill in each day of the week. Like, what am I going to do? Monday, I'm going to focus on cleaning out the fridge. On Tuesday, I'm going to focus on creating content. On Wednesday, I'm going to focus on getting in the gym and getting some booty because it's non-existent. So, you know, maybe a couple days for that. I don't know. We're going to see. But nah, definitely make a list, create those daily tasks, and figure that part of it all out. Don't rush. Just go slow and steady with everything. You're going to get there, homie. Like, don't rush. Don't stress. Don't freak out. Heck no. We're trying to keep those pimples off of our face. We are trying to ensure that our hair doesn't pull out or fall out or no crazy crap like that. Move at a slow pace. That's my next tip. It's all in divine timing. So you don't have to be like, oh my God, I get this. Like, I have a family member that does that, and it drives everybody crazy. And so you have to just move at a slower pace. You ain't gotta rush, girl. You ain't gotta freak me out and stress me out because you stressed and you freaking out. You don't have to do that with me. I'm fine. I'm good. We don't have to go that way or that route. But my next and final tip is to surround yourself with loved ones. You know, when it comes to scheduling and stuff, we typically don't really have time to call our family members or talk to them, but surrounding yourself with love is important because although you have that comfort and that ease, we can get caught up with daily lives and we don't have time to spend with our loved ones. And like, I had a job recently that, you know, we didn't have any holidays off, only like 2 the whole entire 365 days of the year. And then like sometimes I'd have to work on Saturdays. Like, it was always something, and it was very busy. I don't have an issue with working a busy lifestyle, but I need my vacay time. And not even just vacay, I need more than a vacay time. I need you to give me my holidays so that I don't have to worry about not being able to spend 4th of July with my family, or not being able to have this day off because you want me at a certain event. Like, no. Only if I was going to get into event planning, which I've thought about. I thought about that. If I move further on that, y'all gonna know. But I vowed to like never let a job stress me out to the point where I need to worry about not having a vacay. No. I want to spend time with my loved ones. I want to be around my family and my friends. And because if I'm around you every single day, I need a break. I don't need to be, you know, worried about whatever. But y'all get my drift. So those are just a few tips on how to live a soft life from me, with a little help from Google, homie, because sometimes you need to process your thoughts. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you like, and make sure that you comment on these videos. And I don't know if the bell is still a thing, but make sure you click the bell so that whenever I post a video, that it lets you know when I post one. And if I don't post one for a while, comment on my video and be like, bitch, where are you? That's it. That's all you gotta say. Or you can comment with emoji that got a clock on it, or like those red big exclamation points. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Just be like, where you at? You're playing right now. So yes, those are just my tips on how to live a soft life. If you guys enjoy this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.